We got drones in Fishers, Indiana. They're buzzing all over us. Oh man, I think one's coming for us. I kind of hear it. This is some strange stuff. What's going on up there? Oh, that one's big. I think it might be Jupiter. Oh, what's going on here? I think one's coming down.
And that is, of course, just my drone. And I want to tell you a little bit about the New Jersey drones and this whole UFO phenomenon. So we've seen all these UFOs, these drones in New Jersey, shutting down all these airports, and something about shutting down Wright-Patterson Airport, which isn't anywhere near New Jersey. But we've had all these flaps of some sort of drones over U.S. air bases in the UK and some U.S. air bases with nuclear capability. And most recently, it's resulted in this New Jersey drone situation that apparently the president hasn't really done much with. And I know his press secretary certainly has sort of ignored. I've definitely seen some interesting videos there from New Jersey. Some of it definitely seems like just your basic drones like this one. Others a little bit more unexplainable. But some guys are standing by there. Of course, I think there's a little bit of aspect of mass hysteria here, but there's definitely something weird going on out there, and it seems like the government knows something, and they're not telling us. Beyond that, we had in 2017, the New York Times came out with the videos of the Tic Tac and the gimbal and the Go Fast. Some first-hand accounts from David Fravor and Ryan Graves, FA-18 pilots that interacted with these vessels on a daily basis on their patrols. David Fravor said that he interacted with the Tic Tac and saw it go down by the ocean and sort of interact with something there, and then they were going on an exercise, and they had a point they were going to converge on about 60 miles away, and they lost track of the Tic Tac, but it was there at the point they were converging on, which is pretty odd. It seems like the Tic Tac had some information on their mission, and it seems like the Tic Tac was also interacting with their radar and jamming, which is an act of war. Then we had up through,
Has the US
David Brush
government
last
become aware
year.
of actual evidence of extraterrestrial, otherwise unexplained forms of intelligence? And if so, when do you think this first occurred?
I like to use the term non-human. I don't like to denote origin. Keeps the aperture open, both scientifically. Right. Certainly, like I've discussed publicly previously, 1930s.
Someone from deep within the government has ties to all sorts of interesting folks, saying that we have crash retrieval programs that have retrieved biologic and non-human aircraft, all the way up through the 4chan leaker. I mean, this guy is. If you haven't read the 4chan leak, and I'll have a link in my in the description of the video. It's a great read. It tells a story of a guy that's part of a highly compartmentalized government program to track down and study UFOs, and he was part of a group that helped track them down. And his compartment was aware of a mobile construction unit that is somewhat hamburger shaped that lives in the Caribbean that creates purpose-driven UFOs, all sorts of different ones, including hammer-like orbs that are more for observing. He said that we have recovered some of these. There are teams that recover them. There are biologics, and then he says that this massive mothership creating UFOs in the ocean is, we try to approach it, and it's vaporized our people every time. And it also sort of is, ties into the Bermuda Triangle, because that's where that is. And I think that's one of the most interesting stories. You should definitely look that up. But I don't know what's going on in New Jersey. I know what's going on in Fishers, but there's some very interesting reading out there. I recommend getting on Reddit. I'll leave some neat links in the description below. Tell me what you think about all this. I'm loving it. Have a great night. Let's go close tomorrow. 1-0.